Let's quickly do a spring refresh in my current planner. Hi everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first time, thank you so much for giving me some of your precious time. If you remember, this is the refresh I did for my February, and this is my catch-all, and it's close to the end of Feb, and I thought I would do a spring refresh. So this would be for March, April and May. So first of all, I need to switch out into a new cover, because we could use this, but I thought I would bring in some flowers. So I have this cover from one of the teacher planners. It's a slightly older one, a couple of years old. I like this side, but I think I like this side better. So I'm going to be bringing this side. I'm also bringing in a few changes this month, just testing out a few different things. I will walk you through that. So let's go ahead and pick the disc now so that I can switch it out. So for the discs, I have picked out a couple here. So I thought I will go with the wisteria, the yellow and the blue. This is from my stash, nothing new. So this is how I think I will have the discs laid out. Yeah, so this is what we have, and now I will come and switch the name page and the personal pages I was talking about last time, the year at a glance, along with the personal information, the vaccination and all of that. So these tabs are all from Live Love Posh. I picked them up a while ago. So let me just move all of that and I'll meet you right. So this is where we are, and I have moved all the personal pages back here. And here I have the today tab. I will start from the back here, because for the catch-all I have some things in addition I will need to add. So what I will do is, at the very back I have my social media and extra paper and the tabs and the envelopes and all of that. So let's move those now. Yeah, I think it's the first time I'm going with such a combination. So this is the month of May, and if you're not sure or you do not remember what this was a monthly layout. I was using it for my social media. So just moving the 3 months. And this is where the pre-planning was happening. And this, I wanted to move just the currently for March, so we will have something to work on. And this is the tab for that, so I will just move it to the first monthly dashboard here. That goes. Moving to next would be my journal, and these were the older ones, so I will need to redate these guys. Wild and Heart, the horizontal one, come and do the redating here, because the first month I think I did match the dates, but the other 2 months I don't think we could. First I'll move things here. So this is for my journal. So I will have the divider here, and let me just come and do the redating now. So this would be March. Cut a bit of this sticker paper. So that is the March redated. So here I will go ahead and remove the dates, I mean the holidays. So here's 30 and we will need a 31 here. So I just went ahead and did it with a pen. Next would be, so I will have to come and redate the full thing, which I will do. So the first day of May would be a Wednesday, which I have it right here. So I will come and redate this. So this is April and this has to be May. So again, the same sticker surgery situation. Done. And then we will come to the most interesting part here, because you know what is happening? I have some changes. So if you know, this is my current setup, and we talked about all these sticky notes sitting at the front of the March divider, and this was my layout. So I was using a big vertical. If you haven't figured, I have the big, which I currently use for my catch-all, because I love the convenience of having to just punch and add pages, especially papers that I can just print and then add here. So this is my catch-all. So I have March, April. This is from, this was my current setup. So I have just March and April sitting here. So these are the dividers that I have, and I'm making some changes. So my husband just made this layout for me, because I like to switch to a dashboard, because once in a while I do that, because I find this very functional, but then I stick to the vertical also because I find that easiest to decorate. So this is the dashboard, perfectly neutral. So I even included the, not I, he, I asked him to include the longer task list on the left side. So we have a perfectly neutral setup here, and I printed this out for the entire month of March. I wanted to test this out in a neutral one, because sometimes when I buy the undated ones, the extensions, I mean, the undated ones, they have some kind of decorations along the spine, which is okay because I have to waste time to cover them up. I asked for it to be as neutral as possible. I used this premium 32-pound paper to print the dashboard layout on. It's nice and thick. It's, I think, thicker than the Happy Planner paper. And this is nice and smooth, buttery smooth. I'm really loving this. I'm yet to start using it. Finish is really smooth. So I'm extremely glad I'm trying this out, because I had this in my stash. I did not even have to buy it. I got this for my husband because he wanted something for work in a letter size. And that's the other thing, because all the other papers, the printer papers you get, is in the A4 size, and this is a US letter size. This is the size the HP big paper is. So it was perfect, and I did not even have to buy anything. So just using this off my stash. And so now what I will do is, I have this, I just punched it out, and let me just move the monthly divider. Just for March and April I will move for now, because I use the monthly layout. If you have watched that video on pre-planning, I told you how I move these to the next month and when I do it. I had shared lots of tips on not only having this pre-planning going on, also on pre-planning your spreads and all your planners. Even if you use multiple planners, you can pre-plan so that you can use the sticker books, especially the seasonal ones. This is what we have, and this I will stick it here for this side. And now what I'm going to do is, I will bring this one, which is spread on the other side, is just coming. I think it will be up next week. This is for the one of the YouTube collab loop group videos that's dropping next week. I will have that here, and so when you turn, you will have the March month at a glance, which is again a very functional space for me. And then I will come and stick this down. When we turn the page, we have the first week, and I can always come and use these sticker books to date it. Just in case you're wondering, I know a few planner folks who have printable inserts. I know Stephanie at Squared Plans has her store on Etsy. I'm not sure who else has it. Let me know in the comments if you know anybody who does the neutral printables. I'm sure there are ample folks out there. So that is the catch-all section, and for this side can be my currently April. So this is what we have. So let's do a quick little flip through. So when we open this, we have, other than the personal pages at the front, and next comes my catch-all. And stay tuned for more dashboards from me, because some people really love it and some people really struggle with decorating it, because it's very hard to balance the colors when it comes to the dashboard, because here you do have some space, and on this side it is more clearly functioned. So some people find it really hard to decorate. So once in a while I switch it out and use the dashboard. So I'm hoping to bring in the dashboard for April as well. And then sometimes then I've imagined spreads to be easier in the vertical layout, especially since you have the entire bottom area or the entire top area, or you can do the middle. That's why I try to go back and forth between these layouts. So that is why I decided to bug my husband to make this layout, and he very gracefully did, and I really appreciate that. And after the catch-all section, we have the journal, which again I used older outdated planners from. So I brought in the 3 months, and next comes my social media in the big monthly, and this is the layout, very functional space, and all the 3 months and some extra paper and the folder and everything at the back. And that is my Frankenplanner all set up in lovely spring colors. Yeah, it's the first time I've gone so colorful and so many different colors on the disc. It's the first time I've done that. Do you like this? Let me know in the comments below. I would like to know how you switch up your planners for spring. Do you go all out and change everything, including the planners, or do you just switch out the covers? I don't do this every month, but sometimes I do. So this is the spring, and this was a cover from one of the older teacher planners that I had. I was using the teacher planner for my kids' school, tracking everything and knowing all the deadlines and everything. So I had all of that in one place. So teacher planner was working great for that. My Frankenplanner all set up. I will now tell you a couple of changes I made in my lineup. So this is the next thing I'm adding. So this is actually Happy Notes. It's a dot grid lined. I had picked it up earlier because whenever I like something, I try to pick the items that I like from that collection. So this was part of that. And I added some filler paper in the front, just some older ones I had in my stash. So this is the Butterflies and Blooms or something. This is from last year. And I was not using it. So this is a front cover. I'm not sure if it is still available. It's a gorgeous book. And again, the frosted cover from Live Love Posh. The frosted covers, I have it in multiple sizes. This is part of my, I'm not sure if you're familiar with a concept called morning notes. And this is a place where I come and I don't know about you, when I wake up, my head is full of stuff that has to be gotten out somewhere. It could be things that I feel guilty about. It could be something that I have to do during the day. It could be anything. So this is a place. I was listening to a couple of podcasts. I don't remember which ones, but this was one of the takeaways. And you just dump it all out as soon as you get up. Your head is cleared of all of that clutter. And it is working. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. So it has been working great. So this is something I'm adding. This is just a Happy Notes. You can do it on a piece of paper or anything. This has been a game changer. I've been really trying to, if you've been following my channel, you know I've been trying to get into the habit of journaling a bit more. So this was something I added. This is getting really useful for me, so I'm sticking to it. This is just the disc that came with it, nothing too fancy. So just stuck a cover on there because I don't like scratches on my covers. I don't know if you enjoy scratches, but I like to keep my covers pretty. I don't know, I have always been that way. So I wanted to have a clean cover. So that's why I have these frosted covers on top. And on camera, it actually helps with a bit of that glare, I have to say. Quote is perfect as well. Anything is possible because we all need those motivations sometimes. So that is my morning notes, or this is my morning journal these days. This is in addition to my journal that I'm being good at. And this is the skinny mini that I'm adding to my lineup in March. Unfortunately, I do not have a frosted cover from Level Up Posh for the skinny mini, so that is something I will need to look at. So for the time being, I just changed out the discs for these white ones. So I also had added the filler paper that came with a gift pack that the skinny mini came in. So the next question you will be having in mind is, what will I be using this for? So I will be using it for tracking my, again, part of my journaling practice that I'm trying to really set in my life and in my days. Gratitude journaling. I'm sure you have heard enough things about why gratitude journaling is important. So something in that direction, I thought. I will be using this as I have decorated this now, so a video is coming, so I'm not going into that yet, but yeah, I'm really loving this. So this will be part of my lineup, so stay tuned for a full 4-5 week setup video in the skinny mini. Let me know in the comments if you have a skinny mini in your lineup, and what do you use it for? If you do, what do you use it for? I'm really keen to know. So this is my spring refresh. Hope you liked today's video. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel and turning on the bell notification if you haven't already. It really helps me out with the growth of my channel. I will have all the items I used, and if I can find the links to these products I show here, I will link it here. What exactly are you excited in spring for? I would like to know, because I have my eyes glued on social media for the spring release details and the sneaks and all the fun stuff that usually comes out at this time. So I would really like to know what you are looking forward to this spring. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.